There's an Upton Sinclair quote that I've been saying a lot lately. It says, do not, and I wish it were more gender neutral, but I'll say it as it was. Do not expect a man to understand something in which his paycheck is dependent upon him not understanding it. And
Yes.
let me tell you how important that is. What I changed first before I took this different path was how I get paid. And I moved to a performance-based model. So with our clients, we're contractually prohibited from receiving any money from anywhere except the client. And typically we have a bonus at the end of the year from the client for doing what the client wants us to do, which is actually lower healthcare costs. Now, at the time that I made this deal with that first client, I realized I didn't know anything, nothing about healthcare costs, despite the fact that I had quote unquote been in the business for at that point 18 years. And you described a process that's really broken. And and every employer goes through it, but let me give you an analogy. Let's pretend that you and your wife went to buy a car and your budget was $300 a month for that car, but the salesperson was so good that you walk out with $1,000 a month car payment. So a few months later, you and your wife sit at the coffee table and you say, we need to come up with a strategy to lower this monthly car payment. Do you think if you called up Geico, even if you save 15%, 15 minutes later, is that going to lower your car payment to the bank at all? Not even a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit, right? What
Right.
if you raise your deductible on your car insurance from 500 to 1,000? Is that going to lower your monthly car payment? Not a little bit. What if you decide to self-insure your car insurance? You're going to just put money in the bank and pay for the accident if and when they occur. Is that going to lower your car payment? No.
Right. Yeah.
This notion that we can switch from Blue Cross to United to Cigna to Aetna or from HMO to PPO to HSA, they don't work. As a matter of fact, the Kaiser Family Foundation did a study of the average single and family premiums of HMOs, POSs, PPOs, indemnities, and HSAs, and they were all within a few percentage points of each other. My stroke of genius for the day, there's only one way to pay less for healthcare. You have to pay less for healthcare.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I tied my revenue to that, they say that necessity is the mother of all invention. I had to figure out a way to pay less for healthcare. And when I really dug into how healthcare is delivered and paid for, I was I was already expecting dysfunction, but I am still a decade later sometimes smacked in the face at how dysfunctional delivery of care and payment of care is in this country. And that's what we change within our health plans. If your broker or consultant is not talking about how to change how care is paid for, how much is it determined to cost, and how you're going to source it at the highest quality and the lowest cost and determine those things, then they're not going to change anything.